All right, so I'm going to show you today how to leverage Zillow to find homes that are going to auction. Actually, let me just reset this here. Reset all filters. So right now I'm looking at Kansas City, Missouri. We have all these properties. So if you go to Zillow.com, look for something to buy, most likely this is what you're going to see. These are homes that are listed on the MLS with agents. Occasionally you'll find like maybe a short sale or something like that. But here's the little trick. We have to go click on more and then click over here, buy owner and other. And that is going to take us to the foreclosure listings. So unselect all these other ones. We don't want the new constructions or owner posted, for sale by owner. We just want to go directly to the auctions. So the foreclosure one, I don't see any when you do that. So it's just the auction. So this is the auction one we want to look at. Now with auction, a majority of these properties, the homeowner, so, to understand a little better how foreclosure works, right? Somebody is in the house, they have a mortgage on the property, and they've fallen behind. In most counties, most counties, I would say it's about 60 or 90 days. They've fallen behind 90 days, and now their home is going to go up for auction. Now this varies, right? By county, maybe it varies by state. I'm not sure. And maybe by the lender, maybe they're trying to do a short sale and avoid that foreclosure process because it is a lengthy and can be more costly than doing a short sale as well. So, but these properties, they've at least they're at least eligible. They're thinking about auctioning off these properties. So I don't see too many. Some of the larger cities, I've seen a lot more. But let's take a look here. Let's see a home that we wouldn't mind bidding on. Now, also you need to keep in mind and find out how often these auctions are going to take place. So it varies by county. Like I said, the auction takes place at the county level. And it might be weekly, it might be bi-weekly, it could be monthly. In my experience, a lot of them happen on the first Tuesday of the month. Unless there's a major holiday. I don't know any major holidays on the first Tuesday of most months. But I guess, maybe the 4th of July could interfere with that or something. So let's take a look here at this property. So this is one of the two larger websites that I've seen looking around at properties that are going to auction. Xome, I believe that's how it's pronounced, Xome, and the other one is auction.com. So you could just go directly to those websites, create an account, and get notified and keep track of all these properties. But let's take a look here. So we do have the Zillow listing, right? Zillow tries and gives us as much information as possible. 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,700 square feet. This is the price that they're saying that, I think this is their estimate, what price they think it's valued at. So let's find out when the auction is going to take place. In this case, let's click on Get Auction Details, and it takes us right to that Xome website. So this one's going to be live in person. So that brings up another interesting fact. So when they're going to take place, at the courthouse, or sometimes they take place at another public location, sometimes it's actually at the property. But when these auctions take place, a lot of times you have to have the funds to purchase that property on the spot. Whether that's a stack of cashier's checks, sometimes it's sending a wire that same day as soon as you close. So know that you do have to have the funds for that. And a lot of times you do not get to walk inside the property. They're, like I said, they're occupied. Maybe there's squatters in there. I don't know the condition of these properties, and you're not going to know that either when you bid on them, most likely. So keep that in mind. You might have to deal with getting those people out of the property once you purchase it. Another thing to be aware of is liens. What I would recommend is if there's a property or two you like, get in contact with a title company and have them do a title search and see if there's any outstanding liens, encumbrances, anything like that on the title report prior to bidding on these. Most likely you will be responsible for taking care of those liens as well. So do your research before you go to the auction and plan to bid on these properties. So But just so you know, like I said, this one's going to be live in person. This one is January 4th at 10 a.m. Now, when you show up, there's going to be a whole list of properties. You don't know when yours is going to be auctioned off. So show up early and just be prepared to wait. Let's jump over here, see if we can find another one on auction.com. As soon as you click on it, they usually show you up here in the top right. So a lot of these are those zones. See, this one's auction.com. And I've seen it with auction.com. I've seen them both in person and online. So then you wouldn't have to actually be there at the courthouse. And it says if you create an account and favorite the property, it's going to let you know what price it's sold for. So even if you can't make it out, at least you'll have a decent idea of homes in your area. Are they selling for a decent amount or not? So when I'm making this, it is December 2023. We are seeing a spike in foreclosures as interest rates, they're starting to come down, but they're still high 7% for majority of buyers. So we are seeing homes go to foreclosure. So this is interesting, only seeing the one. And always check back on the website. As people are making deals with the bank and coming current with the mortgage company, you're seeing properties, being listed and delisted on these auction websites all the time. So how come I can't select this one? A lot of times it'll also show you, at least on auction.com, if it's approved for the auction or not. Let's see if this one gives us more details. This was another one in Kansas City. I found it. It was Service Link Auction. So that might be something to check out. I haven't heard of them, and I didn't see many other homes. Well, this one says canceled. It was going to be a few days ago. So there it goes. It says at the county courthouse. So yeah, always be aware of where they're taking place. Have the funds ready. Like I said, if you can, do a title search beforehand. Know your numbers, right? Does it even make sense, or is it going to sell close to retail value and you might have a lot of headaches? Know that if these homes do not sell, they could come back for auction again and again and again, or they could become an REO property, which is bank owned, and then they're going to be listed with realtors, and then they will potentially be listed back on the MLS as well. So things to consider and know as you're looking to purchase a foreclosure property.